Hey everybody, this will probably be my last post until Wednesday. Is that the day? Yeah. Because there's not a heck of a lot left to say. Let me just kind of do a sweep through my index charts to share a few thoughts, but the theme is going to be really consistent, which is we're obviously in the throes of a counter trend bounce. Whether this is halfway done or 3/4 done or all done remains to be seen. I certainly still think we're in a bear market. But what I really don't know is what percentage of the progress bar, so to speak, we're done with respect to this counter trend rally. So I'm just going to swiftly slip through these index charts. Some I'll spend a few moments on, others I'll just blow right past. This isn't an index chart, it's just a spider, but I just think it makes the good general point, which is that we reached support last Thursday down here at this Fibonacci retracement. We have the prospect for a full trip back up to the next retracement level. If so, we're halfway done. Alternately, this is I think, fairly important and well-defined base of the topping pattern. And if that's true, then we really are done, within pennies, or somewhere in between. So let's just thumb through these. The first set's kind of lesser known, the other set's better known. This is the All World Index, very pretty. You can kind of see the similarity between this major top here and this major top here, as well as this retracement. This first group, by the way, updates well after the close, so I don't even think, let me just check, I don't think these include today's action. No, actually they do. Okay, so there's that. Dow Jones Composite average. Gosh, I don't even have this one marked up. Shame on me, huh? This is the financials, Dow Jones Financials, another very handsome top there, but again, illustrating some fight back going on to that otherwise very well-defined topping pattern. The large caps, same deal. Here's our top there, and here's our much loftier top up here. The US dollar currency index, the DXY, dollar's been exceptionally strong, as you can see. A little weakness lately, but on the whole, just it's been a massive bull market of its own for a solid year. Here's the Huey, the gold buckets index, getting a little bit of strength today. Gold is just so unreliable and messy, but we're definitely in the better priced zone now than a couple of months back, but it's a sloppy chart. Here's the Nikkei 225. Obviously the Japanese government, even a bigger influence on their markets than our own, which is saying something. And on the one hand, it's been in this massive up bull channel. On the other, we've been in this smaller descending channel more recently. But again, kind of a big fat mess. I don't even know what the NYSE TMT index is, but once again, you can see these very well-formed tops, very substantial. And this has been banging through a series of lower lows and lower highs since last September, which is pretty extraordinary. Here's the Russell 3000. Three major tops marked on this one. The Russell 1000, also three major tops, with the most recent one crammed up against the top of that very, very long channel. Small cap 600 index. You can see this major top here back before the financial crisis and this most recent one. In all these cases, they're beautiful tops and they're pushing their way back toward giant overhead supply levels. Here's the energy, which not surprisingly is still sky high. This has been extraordinarily strong with crude strength. I do not know what this is. I think this is from like Saudi Arabia or something like that. This is a Tadawul All Share Index. Mildly interesting channel there. Here's the Ftse 100. This one was a real fake out because back here it looked like a really nice top. It has pushed way into this pattern. So big fat mess on our hands there. Luckily I don't trade it. And this is the VIX, but for the NASDAQ, the VIXN, I guess you would call it, VXN, and clearly doing a pretty serious retreat there the past few days. Now the more commonplace, better known indexes are as follows. Here's the Dow Jones Composite, and we've got three major tops on this one, with the most recent top, interestingly enough, being beneath this long-term trend line. So we've been on the other side of this trend line ever since it was broken way back when, post-financial crisis, and now we've got this rather sloppy messy, yucky top going on right there. Really tough to lay down. I'll just put it there for now, but there's no really clear delineation. Nasdaq Composite, much cleaner. You can see right like so. And we, if this line holds true as resistance, we've got a ways to go. We're about maybe 60% done with the fight back on this. Dow Jones Industrial, like so. Not too bad. Nasdaq 100, a more substantial top out actually than even the internet bubble top. It's better formed, it's longer lasting, but here again, we're only about 70% of the way done with this bounce back rally. Here's the S&P 100, third major top on this one. Here's the Russell 2000, which, not surprisingly, looks a lot like the 1000 and the 3000. But we've got an interesting trio here. Here's a nice clean head and shoulders top. Here was a diamond reversal pattern, which had kind of a fake out here. And then most recently, we've got this long series of congestion, followed by a lower level of a range bound. And now we're at this lower level still. And this is quite clean. We're fighting our way back to this failure point here, around about 1900 on the Russell. Here's the SOX. Kind of messy, but looks like maybe close to done on the bounce there. Let's see, here's the S&P 500. Obviously quite important, and data goes back all the way back to the year 1900. And this just echoes back to the spider chart I sent earlier. Here's the transports, kind of range bound, kind of the lower end of the range right now. Dow Jones Utilities, we're near the tippity top of this multi-decade channel. Volatility, diminishing now for obvious reasons, and this could grind to the lower 20s, I suppose, if indeed we are only about 50 to 70% done with a counter trend rally. Gold, kind of seen that. Broker-dealer index, tough read. Supports right here, so this could have some fight left back in it. They get less interesting near the end, I confess. Major market index, very similar look, although we've clearly broken that uptrend. And the last one, and the real peculiar one, the XOI, the oil index, way up here. In fact, that looks like either lifetime high or close to a lifetime high. Just extraordinary strength behind that. So it's been tough for a few days, but staying light. Personal portfolio is still pure cash. Main portfolio, 30% cash. Just kind of holding back and waiting, which is why I didn't do 17 posts today. So hopefully that'll keep you tided over till Wednesday morning. See you then.